All right, we're going to look at domain and range now for quadratic functions. So the domain for all parabolas is always going to be all real numbers. X equals all real numbers. The reason for that is if you think about parabola, as it goes up, up, and away, it keeps getting wider, wider, and wider. Or if it's coming down, it gets wider, wider, wider as it comes down. Therefore, the X values go completely towards infinity and completely towards negative infinity. So it's going to be X equals all real numbers. The only time your domain will not be all real numbers for a quadratic problem would be if you have some type of story. You kick the football, it went up in the air and then hit the ground, and after 4 seconds, right? Your domain would be from X is from 0 seconds to 4 seconds. But for just the graph itself, it's always going to be X equals all real numbers. Now the range is different. So this parabola, the green one here, is opening up. The vertex point here is 4, -9. So the y value is -9, and then from there it goes up. So we say that y is greater than or equal to -9. That would be our range for this parabola. Interval notation, we put the smallest number on the left, the biggest number on the right. So for the all real numbers one up here, I skipped over that, you have negative infinity to positive infinity. And we just use parentheses if you don't include that number. So you can't touch negative infinity, you can't touch positive infinity. So that's why there's just parentheses. Smallest number is negative infinity, the biggest number is positive infinity, it doesn't include them. Down here for the interval notation for the range, I'm talking about the y values here, not the x values, the y values. The smallest value is -9, and the biggest value is positive infinity. Now check this out. Do you see how I have a bracket here with the -9? That's because it includes -9. That's part of the solution for the range. And then there's a parenthesis with positive infinity because you can't touch infinity, right? It just keeps going, 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 going. You never get there. All right? So once you start to become familiar with this notation, you'll start to see this as we move through the course. On the right side here, my red parabola, the domain again is X equals all real numbers. The interval notation is the same idea here. The range, though, it's got a vertex here. This point is 218 or -218. All right, so my y value is positive 18, and that's my largest value, right? From there, it goes down, right? Your y values decrease. So the range is y is less than or equal to 18. That's your range. Your interval notation for this, though, is it goes from the smallest number is negative infinity, right, all the way to the highest value is positive 18. So you see how the smallest number is on the left, the largest number here is on the right when we do the interval notation. Okay. As we're just getting started here, whatever you're comfortable with. You want to write the inequality, I'll take that. You want to be able to write interval notation, I'll take that. Whatever works for you. Okay.